Hello and welcome to my single eyeshadow collection. A quick disclaimer, a lot of these single eyeshadows are actually depotted from previous palettes. I've either depotted to make space or I've depotted because I like some shades and didn't like others. But as you can see here, I have quite a few from Cleona and also Glam Shop. So starting off with these two single shadows from Sugarpill, these are so old and I don't really use these, but I keep them for the nostalgia because I love collecting Sugarpill stuff. As you can see here, 2013. This is Hotsy Totsy and After Party. I wish Sugarpill was more available in Ireland. It's just hard to get now. I absolutely love their liquid lipstick formula. It is one of the absolute best. It's just so hard to get. This is hands down the prettiest magnetic palette I own. Like, wow. This is gorgeous. This is from Odin's Eye. I got this for free using my points on the website. Absolutely, I recommend this if you're looking for a magnetic palette. This is the mini version, but they also do a bigger one. That's more like the size of this palette, I think. Just empty on the inside. And I like that they're not divided because you can just put all different kinds of shapes of pans in here. This is Sandstone from Makeup Addiction from one of their palettes. I think it was like a smoky palette. This is what I use for blush sometimes. It's from the Creepy Cute palette by Shroud Cosmetics, which I ended up depotting because Shroud Cosmetics was Strobe Cosmetics, so I deposited it, but now Shroud Cosmetics are not around anymore, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Next up is a single palette from Lethal Cosmetics. I do have some from the Dots. I got this bundle for very, very cheap when it was on sale. Like, they worked out to about £3 each, I think. Very, very good value. These are more subdued. Like, I will say they're more toned down. I have swatches of some of them on my short. If you're looking for a duochrome that's more subtle but still shifty, I'd recommend these. The formula is very finely milled. The sparkle is nice. I'm so behind on all of my makeup. I bought a lot before I was sick. And yeah, I look at this and I'm like, I want to use all of these shades. This one here is gorgeous. This is Blueberry, I think. And this yellow has a red shift. My lighting isn't fantastic in here, but hopefully you can still see at least a little bit. And this small one here is just a Viseart single. A lot of Glam Shop in here. These are Glam Shop single eyeshadows. Quality is great on these, but the shipping from Poland is so expensive, so it's actually cheaper probably to buy from Cleona. I got these during a promotion, but also they were heavily discounted. I bought them in two separate lots. I think some of these are being discontinued at the time, so some of these worked out to be €1 each, or maybe £3, £4. Shades here I particularly love. This is Abracadabra and this is Too Faced. Really sad that this was discontinued. This is Pink Platinum. This is one of my absolute favourite. It does have a little bit, sorry, of oh, you can see some of the other eyeshadow got into it, so I'm gonna have to put it somewhere else or take the top layer off. It happens when you're moving palettes around. Some glitter kind of falls out and falls into other pans. And here, this is Fata Morgana. This is like a marble shade. Really beautiful. Of course, you'd have to mix that on the eye and flatten it down. I don't think they actually do these anymore, which is a shame. And finally, I'll swatch one of the greens, which some of these look identical, but I promise they're not. This one is more of a brown green and this one is more of a true green. This is a mini Hoola from the Cheek Leaders palette. I depotted it because I used up the blush completely, and I also depotted the highlighter because it is absolutely gorgeous. I think it was the shade Cookie. And then this is just the bronzer. I do prefer my Hourglass bronzer that I have in one of the palettes, but I do bring this with me to travel. Now, this weighs an absolute ton. This weighs more than I think a bloody encyclopedia. This is the... Oh yeah, and you can see my sleep token stuff over there and also my washing. But yeah, this is an Adept Cosmetics palette. Back when they were on Amazon and it wasn't that expensive to buy from. This is full of a lot of eyeshadows that are not well organised. I think I might need to do an organisation video if you'd be interested in that. This is a Viseart single. I think it's gone mouldy. I'm going to throw this one out. This is a Jeffree Star palette that I got from a friend that I depotted. I only keep these shades so I can compare them to other blues that I have. These shades here, Makeup Addiction. Some of these are coloured Rain, and also the small ones are Viseart. I think there's some Makeup Geek in here as well. There's a pan from Cleona, which is a highlighter. Menagerie Cosmetics is the square pan. This is the original Venus palette that I depotted years and years ago. And some of these are Colourpop as well, the smaller pans. This pan here and these pans here, the smaller ones. We have two more Glam Shop. This is Magician, I think it's called. That one is Fata Morgana. I got the other one mixed up. Lethal Cosmetics shades here. That again, total mess. Menagerie Cosmetics and more coloured Rain. This one is from the Creepy Cute palette. These very small pans here are from We Makeup, which is an Italian indie brand. And this little shade here is actually a gift with purchase from Cleona years and years ago. The square one is also Lime Crime from the Venus palette. And then again, this is Makeup Geek, this is Nabla, this is Nabla. This is from Sample Cosmetics, I got in a mystery box. This is Viseart, more Viseart here. More Menagerie Cosmetics, which was called Makeup Monsters back when I bought these palettes. And more Nabla. And then this is the pastel from the Creepy Cute palette. I'm going to be honest, I'm not the hugest fan of Lethal Cosmetics shimmer shades. I know they've certainly improved since I bought these. Again, these are years and years old. I would have bought them probably like 2018. Just never really got around to using them because I had better quality eyeshadows. Is this Sugar Pill? Is this bulletproof? It is bulletproof. Yeah, I've had this for so long, and yeah, it's a great black eyeshadow. The pans are huge, so I definitely recommend Sugar Pill, although I have been trying to pan a couple of other single black shadows, so I will dig this out again. I will use this again. I just don't really have anything to fit it into, because all of my other small palettes are... Oh, actually, I forgot about one. Yeah, so this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills quad that I bring with me for traveling because it's very, very sturdy. I got this years and years ago when there was like a flash sale and everything was really discounted. I think it was an accident on the website. So I do bring this with me when I'm traveling, and I keep this on my makeup table so I always have easy access to it. I have a contour shade, 2 black matte eyeshadows. This is Makeup Geek's Corrupt, and I think this is from the Creepy Cute palette. This shade is from Cleona. This is the shade Ursa. Don't know why I have it here. I probably should put another matte in here so I can hit pan on it, so I might do that after, because I use this eyeshadow palette all the time. These black eyeshadows I use to set my eyeliner. It's just, it's so hard to store. It's definitely worth it. Like, it's incredibly well made and it's incredibly sturdy. I love that it has a plastic divider. It's just a workout every time I try to lift it up. Oh, if you ever don't want to spend money on weights, but you do have a lot of eyeshadows, you could buy these and lift them in each hand and get some muscle tone that way. Okay, so at the bottom we have some more Menagerie Cosmetics. All of these ones here, they're from the original Dragon palette, I think that the very first launch that they had. And then there was the one with the wolf on the cover that I can't remember the name of. Love these single shadows. I love the range of colours. This stains really, really bad. Here's another one from Coloured Rain that I use as a highlighter. That shade there is also great as a highlighter. It's from Coloured Rain as well. This is Makeup Geek's Fortune Teller. Again, more of these from the other palette. These are maybe Lime Crime too, but I can't really remember. Another one from Glam Shop. This is Fan Fairy. Might not be available anymore. Another single shade from Menagerie Cosmetics. Makeup Addiction palettes. Again, a lot of these are depotted from palettes. I think this is a single from Makeup Geek. This is Rebel. I'm getting eyeshadow everywhere. I might swap out Ursa for this shade. Or that shade. I think this is Mango Sorbet. No, it's Angel Face. More Colourpop. Some of these shades here are also from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. And I think some on the other side as well. This is from Viseart and this is from ABH. Here is a green shade from Nabla Cosmetics. This is Radical. Sorry for my nails. Wow, my hands are covered in eyeshadow. Norvina, and then We Makeup. And this is We Makeup as well. Oh, I think this one is Sugar Pill. Some of these are Sugar Pills, realised. This one is Moneymaker. I think is from the Sparkle Baby collection. This is like the single pan. These 4 here are also from Sugar Pill. These pans are from Makeup Addiction. Sugar Pill again, and I think, oh, this green one might be Midori. It is Midori. I have a lot of green eyeshadow palettes, so, you know, I just don't use these as much as I should. But the problem with single eyeshadows is that if you have the option of a palette, you're less likely to be using single eyeshadow. So you have to make a conscious decision to use them. Now, like, I have these in here. I'm always reaching, always have this on my table because it's so easy to access. So single eyeshadows offer a lot of creativity, they offer a lot of options, and you can come up with your own colour stories. But I'm a fiend for convenience, so I'm always just reaching for palettes in general. However, there is one big exception to this rule. The exception to the rule is my Clionadh single shadows. Now, these are precious. These are expensive. These are worth a lot of money. They do not leave my table. If they do, I'm sitting on the floor right now. You know, I'm not bringing these anywhere because I can't risk dropping them. I've had a few casualties. You might see dips here and there, but that's from me digging my nail in accidentally. I have swatches for almost all of these shades. I think I do have for every single shade, along with comparisons and different lighting, so you can see all of the shifts. Right now, you're not seeing as much as you would if I was to swatch them all individually. The majority of these were birthday gifts, like money I got for my birthday that I could spend on these. And also a lot of them were got during the sale. I don't think I've bought any of these full price. 3 of these here were also gift with purchases. And my oldest eyeshadows in here are from 2019, the original launch. So the originals that I bought were Tower, which is this shade here. Kaleidoscope, which is this pink shade. Ornamental, beautiful gold, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Super sparkly and very cheap as well. This is one of the most affordable eyeshadows you can get from the Stained Glass collection. And the original CL, which has been reformulated, so it's different to the one I have. Slightly, not by much. If I was to pick 5 random shades that I would recommend, I would pick Citron, Bloodline, Burnish Light, Carving, and Hilt. But I have swatches for all of these eyeshadows in the short section, except maybe the gift with purchases, because I didn't think it would be worth it. But again, that's only 3 shades. And also we'll have linked in the description a link to my blog which compares these shades. Again, various lighting situations, so you have an idea of the different shifts. Some of these might look the same, but they're all different formulas with different shifts. So Clionadh is definitely a brand I'm a huge fan of. I think that goes without saying. My entire page is just Clionadh themed. But how can I not? Like, look at these eyeshadows, they're incredible. So do you prefer single shadows or palettes? Let me know. Please subscribe, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.